Hey, before we talk about z-score, let's talk about normal distribution. It's important to know in a bell curve with normal distribution, 68% of the data are going to fall between -1 and 1 standard deviation, and 95% of the data is going to be between -2 and 2 standard deviation. So z-score. When you calculate z-score, what you are doing is basically taking raw data and standardizing it. -1 to 1 z-score holds 68% of standardized data. -2 to 2 z-score is 95% of the standardized data. Formula of z-score is data point minus mean and then divided by the standard distribution. So let's do a sample data set. The mean of the data set is 44.3 and the standard deviation is 414.6. Now let's begin calculating the z-score. We will take the first data point, which is 151. We subtract the mean from it, so 154 minus 44.3 is 106.7. Then we divide it by standard deviation, so you end up with 0.26. First z-score of the data set is 0.26. When you do the same to all the data points, you end up with standardized set like this. One of the benefits of doing a set like this is you get the probability of a score. For example, let's look at 2.17 and the raw data that goes with it, which is 1070. You know straight away it's 2 z-scores above the mean, so it falls in the 5% margin. So you could make a statement like there's 5% chance of someone scoring 1070. Another advantage of z-score is it allows you to compare completely different data sets. So for example, let's say you're a history and statistics student and you learn the top 2.5% of any faculty students have a chance of getting a scholarship. So you decide to just choose one subject and focus on it. But in order to do it, you want to know in which subject you are doing better at in comparison to average. As a statistics student, you collect data of each student group, and in history, your z-score is 1.9. And in statistics, your z-score is 1.03. Even though it's 2 different groups and 2 different data sets, you can still say you're doing better at history in comparison to the average student. So your chances are actually higher at history than at statistics. But then statistics did teach you how to do this, so I wouldn't just drop it. Well, that's it for today. Bye.